What's going on, everybody? I hope you guys are doing great. It has been a while. I apologize. It's just been a crazy roller coaster life going on. We'll start with my neighbor right here, a heat and air guy. We're our family and our family. We're really close. We all take care of each other, help each other out. Well, anyway, long story short, they've had a roller coaster past 2 months. I mean, I don't see how they're functioning, to be honest with you, because they've had so much stuff going on. They don't have hardly any spare time for anything. Their grandson was born 2 months premature. He just finally got out of the NICU yesterday, which has been over I think it was a month and a half, maybe almost 2 months in the NICU. Finally got him out, got him to come home. He can't leave the house for another couple months, obviously. So that's been a roller coaster ride. My neighbor also, he had some more cancer cut out of him. That's the second time at it. Hope it's gone for good out of him. That took him down. Just a plethora of other things they've been dealing with, selling property and everything. But anyway, Dad and I decided, we're going to help him out. So we ended up mowing their yard and trimming around their house and just doing a bunch of stuff, helping him out. That's what we ended up doing. He was really grateful for that. They all were. They were so excited about that. But you guys watch my stuff, you know that I don't have a whole lot of spare time, so that took up a day of filming. So that was one thing. Then the following week, one of my really good friends, he's actually been on this channel, his mom passed away suddenly. It's a terrible, terrible thing. It sucked all around. It was just a Debbie Downer week. So I didn't feel like filming, honestly. It was just something. I mean, his family is like family to me. We're all really close. We'd all go out and do stuff together. She'd go to the drag strip with us and watch cars and just have a good time. It sucked. It was terrible. So that's basically what I've been up to. And then the following week, I was really busy at work, and I just didn't feel like doing anything when I came home. I was just so exhausted. So, but anyway, I think I left you guys off about to go ride four-wheelers, ATVs, or whatnot. I forgot my GoPro mount to go on my camera, so I did get some videos with my my phone of my buddy on my little old Warrior there, going through the mud, blah blah blah, getting stuck in the mud, I should say. I'll see if I can't show you guys that here in a minute. But what we're going to be working on, I guess, in this video is I did finally get something I've been wanting to get for a while. I got one of those little pump deals or whatever. It goes in this 16-gallon keg of gear oil. It's all gear oil inside there, 80/90. I finally got a pump for that, so I'm going to put that together and get that on, get that working. This thing's just had a lid on it over in the corner, and I couldn't really use that stuff. It's really hard to get it out without making a mess. So I finally got that. We'll move on to the Warrior. My buddy was riding it, and I was right behind him in my little blaster that could there. And the whole time I was riding, all I could smell was burnt oil. The top end of this thing, I knew it would seen better days. It's wore out. So I got a top end kit. I got some new grips for it because these grips are obviously trashed. So I got some new grips. They're cheap. I got some cheap ones because this thing's basically a loaner. But I got a whole new Wiseco top end kit here, jug and everything. We'll stick on there. It's raising the compression on these things is stock. I think it's a 9 to 5 to 1. I'm going from that to the 10 to 5 to 1 compression. I'm not doing a high compressing engine on this thing, 'cause I don't want to have to run race gas and blah blah blah. I still want to run pump gas. I had a gasket kit actually in storage. Forgot about that and I found it. I was pretty excited about that. I got a new filter for it. Got a new bumper for the blaster. Surprisingly, it's been Shark Week. I thought that was pretty funny. No coincidence at all with that, but got a new front bumper to go on the blaster. So, I'm gonna get started doing some stuff. I got a lot of things to do. Okay, sorry about that rambling, but trying to get you guys caught up on some stuff because I've had a lot of you guys asking me, hey man, where have you been? Where's your videos at? Which I really greatly appreciate. That makes me feel wanted, I guess. Makes me feel like people enjoy watching what I do. I don't know. But anyway, I got this whole pump deal set up, so I'm going to put this on. Basically goes on like that, and you'll take these things, tighten them down, get it all cinched up around the corners, and then I'll just drop the pump in, which just goes on there basically like this, straight in. Well, if I can do it. Well, there it goes. Straight down, just like so. I got to hook the pump up. I got to hook the pump up to this little cotter pin deal right here. Not a big deal. I'm going to cinch all this down. I got to put the hose on and blah blah blah, and we'll get this thing put together. Got me a gear oil pump. Works really good. So I'm excited about that. Finally have a way to get my gear oil out without making a huge mess with my little bitty handheld pump. I can just use this thing 10 times better. So we'll roll this over in the corner, and then we might start on the blaster. Old bumper removed. time to install the new. Doesn't that look pretty cool? I like that. That's something for some reason, that's something I've always wanted on this ATV. I don't understand why, but I've always wanted one of those bumpers. Finally got one. Got my old heavy Chevy out running. I just started it up and let it run for a little while. I haven't driven this car, done anything with it in over a month, so, or actually almost 2 months. I hate to say that, but I got it up and running. I'm gonna take it on a little drive. I might go out. I'm gonna go out to my buddy's shop. He has a shop. He builds cars and he has a ton of Mopar. He's a lot of cool stuff. So I think we're gonna go out there and see him for a minute. So I guess while I'm driving out to his house, because it's a little bit away from me, I'll let you guys see some of those clips I took from riding ATV. Well, for some reason my phone won't let me upload the video on to my YouTube. I don't know why. For right now, I don't know. I've been trying to mess with it for over an hour. I'm done. So I'll let you guys watch while I drive up to my buddy's shop. I'll let you guys see a video of me fixing the wheel bearing and on my buggy, and fixing a rear fender support bracket or whatever on my Warrior. It broke when we went riding, and then we'll pick up from there. Got her welded. I got a little tack weld in the middle there, and I just did one on the side and one on the top. There's a bolt that's broke off in there. I guess somebody else broke a long time ago before I got this thing. And they just welded just a little tack weld on there, and it didn't hold good. So hopefully this round will hold better. I don't know if you guys can see on the camera. Maybe down here at the tire. Maybe not. Anyway, this wheel bearing's got play in it. And I've already tried taking this thing apart at work. Let's see. Right there's my chisel marks. I don't know if you guys can see it because it's kind of dark. Black paint, but I was chiseling on it. It's not moving. This thing is frozen, so I got a brand new one, so I'm not too worried about this one anymore. So I'm going to take this wheel off, wheel and tire, and I'm going to probably take an air chisel, and just zip this thing off right through there. Bingo. Well, I got the drum off. The front shoes don't look that bad. They still look really good. So I'll just keep it like it is. I might click them a little bit, adjust them just a smidge. Not much. Wheel cylinder's not leaking. It looks good. So call that a win. So I'm going to put the drum back on, and we'll tighten up the wheel bearing. Hopefully I'll get rid of the play. I got her all put back together now. I repacked the wheel bearings, inner and outer wheel bearing, and put it all back together. Got it snugged. I even adjusted the brakes. I did 3 clicks up, 3 clicks on the up, 3 clicks on the bottom. And they're just barely rubbing, so good enough for me. So now all I gotta do is put this new cap back on. I put a little thin coat of grease around the outer part of it, so hopefully it won't stick again. So I'm gonna put this on here. I'm gonna tap it in with my hammer, and then we'll put her back together. It's all back together now. The brakes are adjusted. I went ahead and did the other side, and I packed the wheel bearing on it as well, and adjusted the brakes on it as well. So should be good to go. I'm pretty excited about it. One thing knocked off the list I need to do to this thing. CDI box in, or ignition box, whatever you want to call it, for my lawnmower here. So now all I got to do is mount this in here, have a ground that mounts on top of that, 2 bolts, and then I'll plug it in right here to my 2 plug-ins, and we'll see if this thing fixes it. Alright, she runs again. I'm happy with that. Fired right up.
I get you.
Well, that was my buddy John's HEMI motor starting up. That was the first time I got to hear it, and I got to share it with you guys at the same time I did. So it sounded really good and really strong. He's really excited about that. I think he's going to put that in his Cuda he has. I didn't take any videos of any of his cars and stuff. I actually spent most of the time just hanging out talking to people, because I haven't seen a lot of people in quite a while. So I didn't get a whole lot of video there. But that car sitting right beside the motor, it looked like it was in pieces. That is actually my buddy Chris's, my really good friend Chris, his 1968 Dodge Charger RT 4-speed car that him and my buddy John are putting together. So we'll go out there in the next few weeks and take a look at that. They're putting the quarters on it and the trunk pans and getting the doors on it and all sorts of stuff. It was just basically floor pans and a roof and a skeleton of a car when he took it in there. So I got some work cut out, so we'll go out there in a few weeks and just see how well it's shaping up. But that's it for this video. I appreciate you guys liking and subscribing. I really appreciate you guys trying to see if I was alright, if I was going to upload another video. Some of y'all send me messages. I really appreciate that. It makes me feel appreciated. It really does. But I guess that's going to do it for a video. I'll catch y'all next time. Be good to one another. Enjoy life while you have it. You don't know how long you're here for. I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.